Chapter 18. A New Dawn in Medina. The air was thick with danger, but there was no turning back. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr had escaped under the cover of night, leaving Mecca behind as Quraysh's conspiracy to kill the Prophet reached its peak. Their destination was Yathrib, a city of hope and sanctuary. But first, they sought refuge in the shadowed silence of a cave atop Mount Thawr. Inside the cave, the tension was palpable. Quraysh had offered a reward of 100 camels for the Prophet's capture, spurring relentless search parties. Skilled trackers scoured the hills, following faint footprints concealed beneath the sheep herded by Abu Bakr's freedman, Amir ibn Fuhaira, who worked to cover their trail. As footsteps and voices grew nearer, Abu Bakr's anxiety peaked. He whispered, "If they look down, they will see us." The Prophet, peace be upon him, reassured him with a calm born of unshakable faith. "Grieve not, for God is with us." What unfolded next was a miracle. A spider spun its web across the cave's entrance, and a pair of doves nested there, their peaceful presence creating the illusion that no one had entered for days. When the search party arrived, they saw the web and the doves, and dismissed the possibility of anyone hiding inside. The Prophet's words rang true. God was indeed with them. When the danger subsided, Abu Bakr's children, Abdullah and Asma, brought news and provisions. The Prophet and Abu Bakr prepared to continue their journey, guided by a trustworthy Bedouin who knew hidden paths through the desert. The Prophet insisted on paying for his camel, Qaswa, ensuring it was part of his personal offering for this sacred migration. Their route was unconventional, skirting southward towards the Red Sea, before veering north to evade Quraysh's pursuit. They traveled under the cover of night, their steps guided by the stars. One evening, the new crescent moon rose over the horizon. The Prophet looked upon it and said, "O crescent of good and guidance, my faith is in Him who created you." The Prophet, feeling the weight of leaving his beloved homeland, received a revelation that reassured him. "Verily, He who hath made binding upon thee the Quran will bring thee home once more." After 12 days of travel, they reached Quba, a village on the outskirts of Yathrib. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was greeted with joy and relief. The people of Quba, including emigrants from Mecca, had been watching the horizon daily, eager for his arrival. His first act in Quba was to lay the foundation of a mosque, Islam's first house of worship. Together with his companions, he worked to build it, uniting the community in purpose and faith. The Prophet stayed in Quba for a few days, strengthening bonds and preparing for the final stretch of his journey. On the day of Jummah, he prayed the first Friday prayer in the valley of Ranuna, and then departed for Yathrib. The streets of Yathrib were alive with anticipation. Men, women, and children lined the roads, their voices echoing with joy. "The Prophet of God has come!" The Prophet's camel, Qaswa, carried him slowly and deliberately, setting a stately pace. Eager hosts approached, offering to welcome him into their homes. Yet the Prophet gently declined, saying, "Let her go her way, for she is under the command of God." Finally, Qaswa knelt in a walled courtyard belonging to 2 orphan boys. The Prophet purchased the land to establish a mosque that would become the heart of the Muslim community. Nearby, Abu Ayyub Khalid eagerly offered his home to host the Prophet, peace be upon him, until the mosque and adjacent quarters were built. The Hijrah marked the dawn of a new era. Yathrib, now Medina, became a sanctuary where faith flourished, and a community rooted in justice and compassion took shape. It was a monumental act of faith and sacrifice, one that demonstrated the Prophet's trust in God's promise. His words to Mecca, spoken as he left, lingered as a testament to his love and dedication. Of all God's earth, thou art the dearest place unto me, and the dearest unto God, and had not my people driven me out, I would never have left thee.